Like, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to my underdog immortals. It's the God ones. Share. I'm gonna get straight to it. I've been kind of busy and I'm gonna be getting more busier, but I'm trying to make sure I continue drop content. So sometimes I might be kind of random. Bear with me. But this particular video, while I'm on my stroll, I want to talk about, the things I keep seeing um, on the news. I don't particularly watch the news that much, but I got a few good friends of mine that I do consider friends. It's kind of like a love-hate relationship. To me, that's how you know you got true, quote-unquote, what they call friends. But anyways, my point is they kind of watch the news a little bit too much. And it dawned on me, like, all you see is some of the same things. Like, yeah, I do check certain news clips out, like, it's, and especially being on YouTube, and you get to see a lot of stuff too. That's another thing. So it's like, as messed up as this may sound to certain people, I don't care. But I don't want to sit there and keep hearing and seeing some of the same stuff. I'm serious, man. I noticed that with news and all this stuff, it's the same things they put. Especially, I'm a particularly stay on one topic, but it's a lot of BS that be on certain news, stuff to me. Things that doesn't make sense. I definitely don't pay attention to stories to me that does not make common sense. Whether it's fake or real, if it's not making sense and they ain't got all the information in it, there's not a point for me to be watching it, in my opinion. And there's a lot of stories like that. But these ones that I'm particularly talking about today, it's like the racial crap that's going on in, like, especially like the restaurants. I mean, we could talk about police stuff too, but it's like a bunch of that, the altercations and people getting deleted, or, you know what I'm saying, brutality, or so-called black people going into restaurants. Once in a while, you may hear about Hispanic people or something, or once in a great moon, you may hear about, like, you may hear about other stuff, excuse me, somebody riding by, but you may hear about, like, Mexicans or certain things or certain situations when it come down, I guess, people coming to this country or whatever, right? But the majority of them, from what I've seen, is always got something to do with a so-called black person, it seems. It's like, listen, I'm sorry. I wouldn't want to go in a lot of these people restaurants anyway, to be honest, because a lot of people, whether we want to believe this or not, okay, are taught certain ways about certain people. What's understood don't have to be explained. You know what I'm saying? It's not everybody, but the majority of those restaurants, I keep hearing about the restaurants, and of course there's so much other stuff, but especially the restaurants where you can go inside and they can refuse to serve you, or you be sitting there waiting extra long for the things that you order while people that's coming in wave after you is getting their orders. There's been a ton of these kind of things. To me, it's clear that they don't want you inside the restaurants. Do you really want to get food? And particularly this particular topic. It's so many to talk about. But especially when people are handling your food and all kind of stuff. I wouldn't want to be getting food from people that don't even like me to begin with. And then if I'm looking at the people automatically like they prejudiced or racist, then I'm a racist. But I'm just saying, you should be able to feel the energy. If people looking at you crazy, or it seems like they don't want to serve you, just take heed to that. You should be cooking most of your own food anyway. There's nothing wrong with going out. I'm sure a lot of people go out. But some people having those racial incidents so much that we see on the news as well. Oh, a black couple was borrowed from this restaurant. Oh, they was discriminated. I remember when I used to go in the dang on McDonald's. Eat that crappy stuff, then you gotta go use the bathroom, and they got the N-word written all over. So it just is what it is. Y'all gotta understand. Stop always, and this for anybody, whether you look like me or not. Stop or consider the minority. I'm just being honest, because I don't hear too many stories with Caucasian people being discriminated. Actually, I don't think I ever heard none. So I can't even talk about them. But for the Mexicans and different people, and it's even for certain white people, because there be some poor considered white people that may be rejected or something. That's for anybody being discriminated. If somebody don't want you there, especially with this black and white and whatever stuff with Asians and certain people. I understand it's not everybody, so this is not directed towards every race. But there are a lot of people that just are prejudiced, and people got to understand that. I get so sick or tired of seeing certain melanated people on TV talking about how they got discriminated against and how they didn't want to serve them right, or something was in their food, or they didn't, or they got kicked out. It's like, you should be able to go anywhere freely, and you should be able to go and support people restaurants. But that's why, if I say, well, why don't you support your own more? Then what is that a problem? If you got to go through certain things like that, I understand there's not too many other businesses like that. Or go get pizza or something. It's like, I get it, but stop complaining when these people treat you some way sometimes. If you get completely discriminated against and somebody hurts you in a manner, then yeah, file a lawsuit and do what you need to do. But if you got the signs that somebody don't want you somewhere, especially when they're handling your food, you need to go somewhere else. Because trust me, I'm speaking for personal experience and the things I keep hearing and seeing on the news. It's too many of them, man. It's like, what? Clearly, either they don't want you to be in there, or they don't have a table. You had the melanated woman that went to Europe. It's like I said, it's so many stories, man. You can't even keep up with all these stories. Melanated woman in Europe. I forgot where she went, but she went in there and they sat there and told her, I think she can visually see there's a bunch of chairs or whatever, but they told her they ain't have no seat for her. It's like, how many signs do you need to see? That's why people can try to hate me all they want to, or try to make it seem like I'm some kind of way. This is how this society is. There are some nice people, but there are a lot of ignorant, certain type of people that just was raised a certain way. Or they got it embedded in their head that certain people are the bad people, or to treat you in a certain manner. I don't want to waste my energy arguing with somebody. I've been that person. I'm arguing with these people in their establishment. It's just like, if the cops come, if anything comes, they gonna look at you. You're gonna be the one they grabbing up or kicking out the place. So y'all gotta understand. I'm not no master of chess or nothing. I need to learn more and do stuff. But I'm gonna tell you, you need to know what you up against, and you shouldn't be going to be sitting in the devil's house anyway. That's like you going to sit down, like I said, in the devil's house and expect no evil to happen. It's gonna happen. And yes, there are some people that may just tolerate you, and there may be some good people, regardless of how they look. But we got to stop putting ourselves in them situations to be dealing with prejudiced people. Because I understand it happens in so many other forms besides restaurants. So yeah, this is just a quick video about anybody from Hispanic. And again, I can't say anything about no Caucasian people in that kind of sense, because I haven't seen any of that. So I'm speaking, but this video is for anybody that resonates with it. It just don't make no sense. Brother, you know, especially if you a darker person and this and that, you know how this stuff be with certain individuals. But anyway, it's just a message to like, try not to put yourself in them situations. I've left a lot of restaurants. Excuse me real quick. I've left a lot of restaurants because of certain things. I didn't argue with nobody. I didn't start yelling or put myself in a situation. I just left. Because I'd rather leave than sit there off top soon as I get in there and they got bad service, or they not coming right, or they looking at me crazy, don't seem like they want to serve me. I'm out of there. Therefore, I don't have to deal with them. I don't go to restaurants anyway because I like to watch people make my food or cook my own. But anyway, in this video, don't have to do nothing. It's not directed at nobody in no racial manner, but we're just talking about the things and the reality that darker people and certain people have to deal with in this country, and it's based upon melanated people of all backgrounds and shade and colors understanding how to not put themselves in a situation to make something out of nothing. What's understood don't have to be explained. It's once. Triple, that is.